Hi, Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. Glad you're stopping in. In my last video, I said I was heading up to Titusville to do a little thrifting. And I did. I got a few things, not a lot. So, of course, I had to come back down here to Merritt Island and do a lot more thrifting. Found a lot of good stuff, breaking it up into two hauls. Hope you enjoy. Around here, a thrift store called My Island Thrift Store, and I go in there every now and then. I never find all that much, although if you do remember a while back I found some butterfly gold glasses, and I was in there and I just saw lots and lots of good stuff, and it was 55% off of everything you bought that day if you had a wooden nickel. So I bought the wooden nickel along with some other great stuff. I now have 2 wooden nickels, and I've been looking a long time for this piece. Actually, I was very excited to find it. It's federal glass, made in 1938, and the pattern's called Rose Glow Pink, and it's a mixing bowl, and it's part of a set of 3, and this is the second bowl of the set. I was at my local Goodwill, and I saw this, and I just loved it. It was $5, and they're Tom and Jerry cups. The bowl says Tom and Jerry, and I just figured it was mid-century. I did look at the back stamp here, and it said Universal Cambridge. I'm going to unwrap it and give you a little better look at that. Pottery company, made in the USA, and it's trimmed in 22 karat gold. So I did a quick peek on my phone to see what it was worth, because I had never heard of the company, and it was worth buying, that was for sure. And I haven't even opened it yet. I'm not even sure how many cups are in here. So the Universal Cambridge Company was in business out of Pennsylvania between 1934 and 1955. And these date right about circa 1950. Let's see, so far we have 8 cups and only 1 chip, so that's not too bad. And I did some looking online, and they're pretty collectible, and they sell really well. You can see there's some crazing, but it's under the glaze. That's kind of to be expected for punch bowls of this era. And I did find out something interesting that I didn't find out when I was doing my Tom and Jerry Fiestaware mugs, is that Tom and Jerry drink was named after a famous bartender of the time in the late 1800s, and his name actually was Jerry Thomas, and he actually made the first cocktail recipe book, or wrote the first cocktail recipe book in the late 1800s, and I thought that was pretty interesting. The Cambridge Pottery Company did make a lot of different lines of pottery ware, and this is called Cam Wood Ivory. I picked up this Anchor Hocking Fire King covered casserole for $2, or less than $2. It was 55% off with my new wooden nickel. And the pattern's called Harvest Amber, and it dates in 1976. This is a 1.5 quart covered casserole. Not a darn thing wrong with it. Last one I see sold for $25, shipping included. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell it or keep it, because it's always good to have covered casserole, and I don't have all that many myself. I saw this adorable little sugar bowl in the SPCA store, excuse me. I picked it up for 75 cents. It's not marked. It's very pretty. It is missing the lid, but I was familiar with who made it and what it was, because if you remember, I have some of the turquoise pieces in the boutonniere pattern, and I love pink and turquoise, so I thought they'd look really pretty together. It was made by Taylor Smith Taylor, 1963, in the Ever Yours pattern. And the Ever Yours pattern is a line that they had plenty of lines, but they all had different colors on the inside. I think they also had one in a brown. This one I know is called Boutonniere, and this one is called Pink Rose. I picked up this piece of Pyrex at my new wooden nickel store. It was 55% off of $5, and I don't usually run across this pattern. It's called Golden Acorn, and it was produced between 1960 and 1963, and you can see it's not very deep. They called these space savers, and they did come with a lid, and sometimes they also came with a stainless steel or aluminum lid to put over it. This one, unfortunately, does not have a lid. I picked up this beautiful bowl in a charitable thrift store in Mims. Shirley and I headed up to Titusville and then up to Mims, which is a town over. And I saw this in the store. It was a little expensive at $25. We walked around the store for quite some time. It was a big store. As we were leaving, we had nothing in our hands. The woman said, hey, everything is 50% off. So, of course, we did another double take around the store. And for $12.50, I figured I had to have that piece. And it was made by the L.E. Smith Company. It's Carnival glass. It dates to, I think, the 1980s, that piece. And it's in the Quantique pattern, and which was a mold that the McKee Company first started in the early 1900s. And the L.E. Smith did acquire that mold. And it is in an ice blue Quantique pattern. It's just stunning. I saw this in my local Goodwill and I just thought it was really pretty. It was 69 cents. And you know, it doesn't have a bottom or anything, but I did turn it over and it said made in East Germany. So I had to buy it because there is no more East Germany. There is no more West Germany. This is part of history and I enjoy collecting history. I picked this piece up in Mims for half price. I paid $2 for it. It's Wexford in the green pattern, and the Wexford is anchor hocking. Dates back to 1962 to 1998. That's when they produced these pieces. I have a lot of it in the clear pattern, as you might have seen. I do have a few pieces in the blue also. This is my first piece in the green, and it was a great find. I seen them sell without the dome top because it did originally come with a dome top for about $25 with shipping. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep it or sell it. I might hang on to it for a little while. I picked these up with my new wooden nickel at the Merritt Island thrift store, and I just simply fell in love with them. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're in really nice condition, and I'm beginning to really start to look for old china. And this was made, you can see right here, I'll hold it up, Crescent china of England. And I did some research on that back stamp, and the back stamp says it was made by George Jones and Sons. And the number 10 right here, if you see that, that refers to the fact that this set came with 10 pieces, 5 of the mayonnaise, these are mayonnaise bowls, and 5 of the saucers. And I believe these date to 1921. As you guys well know by now, I pick these up whenever I see them. This cost me 12 cents. It is a 1994 jelly jar, Welch's, 4 in the series. And it's in really great condition. It's got Porky Pig and Daffy Duck, and who doesn't love Porky Pig and Daffy Duck? I picked up this set of 6 bread and butter plates at my local Goodwill for $1.99. They're Enoch Wedgwood in the royal blue ironstone pattern. And I believe they date back to the early 1920s. I know they went out of business in 1951. And I'll get a pretty penny for them because Wedgwood is worth some money. And I did want to mention, because I'm trying to find a shirt to go with each video, I'm having a lot of fun doing that I did buy this shirt. It's not totally vintage, but it is Lucky Brand. And I do love Lucky Brand, and I love my lace, and I paid $1.50 for it. So that's my haul of the day. Hope you enjoyed it. I have more to come. Have a great day. See you real soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much. And they date from named a bartender.
Action.
So that was my haul for the day. I hope you enjoyed. I got it right the first time.